nobody. I'll never tell nobody. I'll never tell nobody. I'll never tell nobody. I'll never tell nobody. Don't ever tell nobody. I'll never
My name is MISCHO, and I'm here from Earth 2137. My mission is simple, to defeat Dr. Algo. But I can't do it alone. I was sent here by the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers to remind you of your time travel mission and to put an end to the machine, once and for all. Yo, 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 yo! Yo! We're back! And we're back! And we're cool! Whoa! Yeah! I never really knew quite how to say. Greetings, fellow time travelers. Greetings, fellow time travelers. How are we doing today in the fifth dimension of Earth 2137? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. We are pleased to have you. We're going to play you a little serenade. This is how we're going to start. Robbie, Jimmy, Billy, RS. Hey, I'm Random. Nice to see you live. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, what the fuck's wrong with my head? Oh, what the hell am I doing here? Oh. We have a great show in store for you today, fellow time travelers. We're talking the nitty gritty. We're getting into time travel today. It will be legendary. How do we do it here? How we doing? How we doing, everybody? We got Sweet Yule here. Let's get our cam going because the Eula cam is obviously not working right now. Classic. Here we go. Sweet Yule, I'm just going to get you in here.
All right.
So just forgive us for a sec, fellow time travelers. We're going to just get the camera going, because Sweet Eula cam, let's just properties. Let's go find that cam. There she is. Where is it? Elgato face cam. Where are you, my friend? Cancel. Here we go. So, fellow time travelers, here we go. Just bear with us for a second. I don't know why. It's okay. That's what we'll do. Elgato, where are you? So here we go. Here we go. Video capture device. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we got to do this right now. Just give me a sec. A little technical difficulties as usual, but that's just what happens here. So this is what we're going to do. So you come say hello to my camera for a sec.
All right.
Okay, so, they see you right now, Sweet Yule. They see you right now. So going to the Eula scene, we will find the Sweet Eula camera. Go to the properties. Elgato face cam. There's Sweet Eula. I think we're going to have you live.
Yeah, okay.
So no buzz, no nothing. Check if it's plugged in on the back. So we are having fun. At the top here, just give me a sec. So we are going amateur hour right now.
Sorry, everybody. Let's see if it works.
It worked just before. It worked just before, fellow time travelers. So I don't know why your camera's not working, Sweet Yule. Oh, that's the wrong camera.
Let's see.
Okay, Eula cam.
Oh,
No. Elgato face cam. Why are you not working, my friend? My friend Elgato face cam. Where are you at? Let's see here. Let's see if this is the one we need. Here we go. That's the great way to start the live. It is the best way to start the live, but that's okay. So look, you're seeing me, fellow time traveler. So this is the fun part. So Eula, why don't we see you? Why don't we see you? So we'll go to properties and we'll try the face cam again. Oh,
there we go.
there we go. There we go. So technical difficulties, but you know what?
We got it.
Split screen. We got Sweet Yule. We got everybody in the house. Thank you.
There we are. We figured it out.
There. You hear yourself well, Sweet Yule?
Yes.
Excellent. How you doing today, Sweet Yule?
Oh, I'm great. Had golf lessons this morning. Went really well. I'm learning so much and getting better every time.
Love that.
Yeah, and then I practiced for a couple of hours and shots are getting straighter and longer every time.
Very proud of you, Sweet Yule. Very
Yes.
proud of you, Sweet Yule.
Thank you.
There we go. It's fixed. Oh, look at Pistol. Look at Pistol.
Hey,
You-
Pisty.
So how we doing on a Tuesday Night Live? How are we doing on a Tuesday Night Live? I'm going to go to the countdown right here. Not the countdown. That's definitely not what we want to do. But how do I throw Sweet Yule into the mix?
Into the corner.
So what I'll do here is add a, just one more time. Look, you're going to see this. Because we're doing this live because Sweet Yule just got home. And that's not an excuse, but I couldn't test it because I was working on other very cool things. Yes, Billy Dewar. Dr. Algo is definitely messing with us right now. But that's okay. So Eula cam is right here. Elgato face cam 3. I guess it just doesn't. Hey, well, I don't know why it's doing that, but what are you gonna do?
It's okay. We could just get on with the show.
Yeah, well, you're frozen now, so this cam seems to have given up on us. Maybe it was the time to set up the new camera, but hey.
The blue light is now on, so maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop messing with it because I don't know. It's just bizarre. So face cam 2. And if I do it on twice, does it remove you again? Yep. That is the problem. So we're having sometimes tech just doesn't want to work. It's okay. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's
It
fine.
means we gotta pivot. So what I'll do with Eula here is we'll just be individual. We'll be individual like that. We'll put it in. And this is how we figure it out because you know what? This is part of the fun. This is part of the fun. That's how it goes. As long as the split see that works, and I don't even know how this works. But hey, fellow time travelers, that just is what it is.
It is what it is.
Maybe I'll put some MISCHO background music today. Okay, so we're going to go on one of my playlists called Spaced Out. And we'll get a playlist going at very low volume. And we'll just leave that in the background for vibe. So, fellow time travelers, we are here today. We're here to have a good time. And topic of discussion 1 today. Well, we did our little intro. That was the intro. You saw everything. Sweet Yule made it in the nick of time.
Just in time.
Just in the nick of time. And I'll see if I can add a scene. Maybe that's going to be, let's see. This is one more little hack. Let's see if we can do this. And are you guys hearing everything okay? Scene, add existing. Let's see, EULA scene. Okay, check it out. We're gonna have EULA up top there. What we'll do, watch this. We're gonna hack it, fellow time travelers. See this? Whoa, no, we're not gonna do that because that makes Sweet EULA not look so sweet. Whoa. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out.
Thank you, Drive with Dre. He sent us money for a new camera.
No way! New camera fund. That is the first Galactic Federation money right there. That is the first time ever that the Galactic Federation live stream has received the Ashk in the Ocket Pay. Let's make this a perfect square because we're figuring it out now. Look at this. We're going John Campia style. Shout out John Campia. So we'll go like this. Put Sweet EULA in the corner. Okay. Main scene. EULA scene will go under a couple of things here. Look at this. Look at the magic that we're making right now. And I think that here we're about to have a really good time because that's just the way it goes. And we got the super chat from Drive with Dre. That is unbelievable. That is 20.
Super chat.
We just tripled the amount that this YouTube channel has made. We just tripled our highest last month amount. So, you know, this is how we start. This is how we develop the skills. So RS, audio is fine. Billy Doer. Sometimes tech just doesn't want to work. I agree with that.
That's true.
And that's definitely a Dr. Algo win. So let's see what Dr. Algo is saying. He's laughing right now. Dr. Algo is always laughing. So right now we're going to do something with Dr. Algo. Actually, we just leave it with Sweet EULA there. I think that's good. I think, oh, wait. Let's see how we get Dr. Algo going right now.
You fools. You fools think that you can defeat me. This is not how it works. Should I go with a deeper voice or is this the right voice?
I feel like deeper.
Deeper voice
Yeah.
like this. My name is Dr. Algo and I'm watching this live stream and god damn it, why can't you get your shit together? Even though I'm the one who's trying to stop the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers, at least. Just let me watch in peace. You shut it. Be quiet, Sweet EULA, or I will mute you. I have the capacity to mute you, and this is what I'm going to have to do. Okay, you can smile all you want, but I am the machine.
Super villain.
Am the machine. And I DJ weddings on the weekend.
See, that's the way we do things here. We're just,
I love it.
yeah, isn't that fun?
It is fun. It's always fun.
Okay,
And
so
it's a learning experience.
it is
right?
a learning experience. So right here we are on number 2 right now. Time travel music. And you guys tell me if the music in the background is distracting or if it adds just enough vibe. I think it's just a nice little je ne sais quoi. I think that's okay.
I actually don't hear the music.
You don't, huh?
No.
Okay. That's okay. That is okay. So what did Robbie say? I was screaming the song Paradise City. Okay.
That is a real banger.
Paradise City is an amazing song. So what are we getting into today, Sweet EULA? What are we talking about?
Time travel music.
Time travel music. So fellow time travelers, if you're new to the stream, if you've been digesting just the greatness of the Discord, then you probably know what time travel is. But what is time travel music? Why do I wear this Galactic Federation of Time Travelers outfit? Why does Sweet EULA? Because we are members of the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers. We tuck in our shirts here at the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers. We are the dads and the moms of the Federation.
This is true.
That's how it works. We wear shoulder pads. It's 1985. So what is time travel music? Sweet EULA, can you explain what you think time travel music is?
I'll give it a go.
Give her a go.
So, time travel music is upbeat, positive music with kind of like subliminal messaging to inspire people to be better versions of themselves, to move forward in time and make themselves happy and do whatever they need to do to be a time traveler. And by that, I mean like self-improvement, right?
Exactly. Is that not the point?
Well, yeah.
Is that not the point of what we're trying to do here on this earth? I love to think about the idea that we were sent here on a mission to accomplish something or to do something of good. And I feel like every single person's innate program, their soul, was programmed to experience, to learn, and apply that experience in this lifetime. So what I decided, it was around 2018, 2019 that I start messing with this time travel idea. And this time travel idea would come to mind when I would have prolonged periods of really clean eating, prolonged periods of staying out of the gutter, in the mental gutter, being fit. All these things would contribute to these crazy ideas. It's almost like the healthier that my brain and body got, the crazier my ideas were. And then every time I'd fall into a loop of less healthy and less excited, or just worse inputs, and we'll get into inputs, my really crazy dreams start to become like an obstacle or something that I couldn't even understand for myself. So what does that mean? It's almost like the opposite. When you're high and drunk and crazy, for example, you have crazy ideas, right? Well, I'm the opposite. The higher and the drunker, for example, that I get, the smaller my ideas become, the more rooted in my past experiences they become. But the clearer I get for the more prolonged period of time, the more zany my ideas, my ambitions. And it was like, I talk about it with Sweet Yule all the time. Whenever there's a full moon, I look up there at the full moon and I say, Sweet Yule, that's where we want to go. Like, we really, literally want to go to the moon. We're not here to, I don't know, like, just do average shit.
No, we're not here to play it small.
No, we're here to do big things. And this reality, whether you think it's a simulation or a video game or a mission, wouldn't that entail that we can like aim pretty damn high?
Well, of course. I think every human comes here and wants to experience big things and live well. And then when you're stuck in a loop of, let's say, not a healthy loop, that's when self-doubt creeps in and becomes louder and louder.
Yeah.
And it like counteracts your ambition. It makes you think, no, you can't do it. You can't achieve that. You can't do it.
Exactly. And that self-doubt gives you all these really logical reasons, because your self-doubt voice is the voice that uses your own IQ against you. So I like to think about it like this. If I'm having a thought in my head that is, at the end of the day, just trying to convince me to do nothing, right? Whether that's not making a decision or whether that's, I don't know, like giving me the illusion that not doing anything or starting a new thing from scratch or continuously just spinning my tires is the better idea, then I have to think back and say to myself, am I really what have I been doing the last few days? Am I my best self? Have I been putting good inputs in? Because this is a machine. This body is a machine. That's why I wrote the song called The Machine. And if the machine keeps getting things that make it addicted, because the machine wants more of what we give it. Say it all the time, fellow time travelers. So it started to dawn on me that everything I watch or everything I eat, everything I drink, everything I smoke, all those things are almost like nanoparticles, nanobots, that when I put them in my body, they start building little civilizations and they want to live, they want to prosper.
Yes.
And through the vagus nerve, they start controlling the mind and feeding it thoughts to make this host body that we are do things that ensure that we keep repeating. If we keep pushing the goalpost further and further in terms of life, in terms of our goals, and make more impossible further goals, it's very disheartening. And then the only thing we can really do is go back to our snacks, our Cheetos at night, or our weed, or our little comforts.
Yep.
And so all of those ideas, it's like, no, I'm going to change my idea now. I'm going to start from scratch, and I have this amazing plan. But that plan is going to take 52,000 years. It's like the carrot
in front of the horse.
That the machine is just feeding us right in front of the treadmill so that we keep rotating. So all that to say is that when you understand this concept that our machine is our body and it's purely a host, it's purely a host, we have to ensure that what goes into this machine, we are okay with, right? This body is an addict. I'd rather be addicted to music than be addicted to Snapchat. Sweet Yule would rather be addicted to golf than to be addicted to reality TV,
Yes.
right? Like golf will put you out in the world. It'll make you experience nature. It'll allow you to improve yourself, get fresh air, vitamin D, and community. Whereas reality TV addiction, I'm not saying you have a reality
No.
TV addiction at all. But what does that do? It makes you stay in your house. It makes you not have sunlight. It makes you not meet people. It makes you want to eat. So it's like, at the end of the day, the human body is addicted to X, Y, or Z. Might as well choose your X, Y, or Z rather than your X, Y, and Z choose you. You know?
Yeah.
It's a very simple formula of how this machine operates. Very simple, fellow time travelers. So what does that lead to time travel music? Well, I'm taking these concepts, which, look, I didn't invent. I just word it my own way, right? And that's the language that I like to understand, right? That Sweet Yule understands, where we have nice conversations about it.
Yes.
And then I said, how do I apply this to my music? Because I decided a couple of years ago that I wanted to make music that obviously is an expression of my soul and my expression of the present moment. But with the words, rather than express words of pain or express words of problematic situations, why don't I use my music as an input? What is an input? An input is food. An input is music. An input is words. The most powerful input is our thoughts and people.
Yes.
So if I'm going to put something out into the universe that is going to be consumed, now we're about at 110,000 streams a month of people ingesting my music, which is great, by the way, fellow time travelers. Thank you very much.
It's amazing.
Thank you. I feel like it's extremely important now that I understand how that works, to be able to do something and put music out that when people listen to it, they're encouraged. It'll Work Out, for example, is so far, in terms of my ads, my most successful song because it's converting at the lowest rate I've ever had. Since it's converting at the lowest rate, it just means that the people who are hearing it are understanding the message. And by putting out music every 6 to 8 weeks like I do, I'm learning about what the people like versus what the people don't like. Or, well, look, the people mostly like the music, but which ones are they responding to more? And I've always had this, I never wanted to be negative in my music. I always wanted to find a way to present a situation. Like I used to write a blog back in the day, to present a situation and then show a positive outcome, like almost a light at the end of the tunnel, right? That's what year one was. That's what Tuesday Night was. Even in the song The Machine, even in the song Alone Too Long, at the end of those songs, it takes you on a journey and it shows you hope. But I was like, fuck it. Why don't I just try to make very simple lyrics that are, like you said, programming, right? Because essentially everything we watch and listen to is programming, and it programs our subconscious beliefs and it controls our hormones and it does all this stuff. Why not make lyrics like, I don't know how, it'll work out. It don't matter now because it'll work out. I don't need to think about it because it'll work out. Every day I know that any way we go was always meant to be. I don't need to think about it. I just need to let it be. Those are the whole lyrics of the entire song of It'll Work Out. And I was reading this book called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I'm really into that, fellow time travelers. I am really, really into it. Matt Garrett, nice to see you. And Billy Dewar, music with messages and emotions is the best. Absolutely, because no matter what I do, the music is going to have the emotion in it. But the lyrics, which is like the positive affirmation, coupled with a really good feeling or any kind of feeling, creates the new alternate reality. So what Joe Dispenza says, and he has like people, 5,000 people at a time in stadiums, and they're doing meditations and they're like raising people's vibes in a literal measurable function. They're changing their brain waves from like beta to theta, and they're doing all these things that are really positive for the immune system and for all the good stuff. And he says, in your meditations, an affirmation without a good feeling or emotion is a lost cause. It's just words. It's just dust in the wind.
It's like an empty promise.
It's an empty promise. So if you can make your heart flutter by feeling something beautiful and feeling something magical, and then you couple that with words that empower you and help you grow, then I think this MISCHO music project is onto something. Because, I don't know, It'll Work Out is a song that has quite a melancholy feeling, but it makes you feel. So it doesn't matter what that feeling is, because there's a lot of angst and there's a lot of maybe sadness or whatever, but the message is positive. So the feeling is like what opens up your heart or your soul and your programming, and then the words can enter.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of amazing music out there that gives you all these amazing feelings. But if the words are about self-doubt and breakups and fighting and depression, then those feelings are opening up our souls to receive depression, to receive breakups, to receive garbage. And so I'm not pointing the finger at anybody at all. But it's almost like if you know how that works, why not use it? You know, and It'll Work Out and Down For You are examples of that. And they're blowing up. I Want to Believe is almost at 100,000 streams. Down For You is now over 100,000 streams. It'll Work Out, I don't know if I just said that, is almost at 100,000. And these are songs that didn't come out too long ago.
Yeah, they're relatively new releases.
Yeah, and the people who are here, Sweet, you'll talk for a sec. I need to.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
I need to adjust your noise gate. So just keep talking.
Hello.
Keep talking, Sweet you.
Keep talking.
Hello?
Hello. Is this better? Is it working out?
Wait, keep talking.
Is this better?
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Great.
We are rocking. Perfect. So that's what I'm saying. That's what really MISCHO music is. It's words that empower with vibe music. So I thought that the music had to be super positive all the time, like musically, like let's say Down For You or It's a Vibe. They're like really, well, actually Down For You is kind of like mixed. It's kind of melancholy. It's kind of upbeat. But like I Want to Believe, for example. Here's I Want to Believe, just as an example. So here we go. Let's blast that for fellow time travelers. Give you an example of what I'm talking about. So this song, I Want to Believe, first of all, I want the titles of the songs to be affirmations. So I want to believe. Believe in whatever you want. Believe in something. But the lack of belief means that... Okay, here we go.
Make believe I can't be that naive. I know I'm not alone. I know there's gotta be more than the eye can see. I know.
So there's got to be more than the eye can see. I know I'm not alone. So what does that mean exactly? Our senses are limited, okay? Our senses are limited by the, like we see like 5%. Oh, hey, what happened there, fellow time travelers? There we go, we're back. Something just glitched, but we are back. Everyone good? Sweet Yuli, good?
I'm good.
See everything? Okay, so yeah, Robbie says that I Want to Believe was the first song that she listened to. And so we see a very limited spectrum of light. Light is what illuminates what we see, okay? But there's 95% of what's going on in the universe we can't see. Like we can't see Wi-Fi because it's beyond our perception. But Wi-Fi exists. The fifth dimension, that I like to call it, is almost the grid that connects us all. That's time travel. The ability to communicate with other people in real time is actually a thing that is being proven through quantum entanglement in quantum physics. It's legit stuff. But 99.9% of people are acting purely myself included, from our senses, and our past experiences. So it's like if you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, damn, man, I wish I had money for that job. I'm going to go hunting for that money for that job today. And it's like you have this feeling of lack and you have stress. Stress is opening you up, you know? And then those thoughts of lack are programming yourself. And then you're in that eternal loop. Tomorrow's going to be the same and the same. So I know with the song, I Want to Believe, what I wanted to say was, if we believe that the grid is out there, or God, or whatever you want to call it, the power grid, as they say in Power Rangers, that we can tap into it. What do we have to do to tap into it? We have to be clear. You know, we have to be clear. We have to be open to it. The person who says that they don't believe in that shit is actually proving that it exists, because it proves that they will be repeating the same pattern every day. Therefore, proving that they are tapping into the grid, because the grid is a feedback loop, the 5D grid, right? But if we want to change our lives, and we want to change our mind, and we want to change ourselves, we have to become different right now to create a new feedback loop, a new timeline.
Yes.
And so that's what I want to do with the music, because it's the only way I know how to do it. I'm not going to start a business, you know, and like sell a product that tells you how to do it, because honestly, I'm an artist. So starting a business to sell products and manufacturing, I'm too fucking lazy for that. I'd rather just like spread that wisdom or whatever through my music, and then talk to people and do whatever I want and have great conversations with my sweet Yule over there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so let's keep going with I Want to Believe, because I think it's the perfect example. Deep lyrics right here. It's just priming you so you sing along the first time. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's find some UFOs. Let's drive to Mexico and leave this world behind. Yeah. Let's find a better place, somewhere in outer space, and leave this world behind. We'll leave this world behind.
So let's find some UFOs. Let's go to Mexico. Let's drive to Mexico and leave this world behind. That's just like a metaphor for like, let's go on an adventure. You know, it's so easy for us to just stay in our room, stay in front of our computer. Like we're all doing that right now. But I want to, like, I'm literally leaving the country next month. I'm going to the desert with Sweet Yule. We're going to Arizona.
Yes.
And we're going on a new adventure, and we don't know how it's going to make sense, but I believe that it's going to work out. We know that it'll work out, right, Sweet Yule?
Yeah, of course.
And so that's really what time travel music is. It's almost taking the world of guided meditations, but instead of that, like, you know, that kind of music with like some kind of voice, and it's like, why not just make fun music? Why not take Blink 182 and meditation, throw it together and have a party? Because really, at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. But I'm starting to see that it was kind of always what I was doing. But now it's just much more focused. It's much more focused, and it's easier to explain. And it's very clear what I'm trying to do with my music. That's why the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers is like, if we can listen to the music collectively and change our own timelines, then we change reality, right? The more people in the world change their timelines, the more we live in like flying car crazy place. You know what I mean? Or at least having people live less in the stressed out fear world, which only comes when we watch too much TV. We don't get enough sleep. We don't get enough sunlight. We don't get enough community. So that's my small way of contributing. I'm an artist. I'm not going to try to be Elon Musk and build rockets, but I make music. And I make music, and I'm using what I've learned. And I don't know. I'm really gung-ho about this whole concept. And I've been very clear for the last, let's say, 5 days. And I'm only getting more savagely clear. You know what I mean, Sweet Yule?
Oh, yeah.
And it's awesome. So let's go to some of the comments here from the time travelers. Matt Garrett says, I love your perspective. I appreciate that. The first MISCHO song I heard and became a fan to. That was I Want to Believe. Thank you, Robbie. Yes, and Dr. Algo is trying to mess with us, but we are unmessable. If we're just unmessable with, yes.
Well,
He's
exactly.
trying to prevent MISCHO from spreading the wisdom. Nah, he can try. So a little philosophical question from Billy Dewar right here. How to separate listening to experience from living in the past? Billy, can you add to that? I want to understand as best as possible what you're asking right now. How to separate listening.
To experience from living in the past.
What do you think that means, Sweet Yule?
Well, I think maybe what he's trying to say is, how do I not let my past experiences be the driving force of the decisions I make moving forward? Well, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, because we just so happen to be a sum of our experiences, and they do carry a lot of weight. But if we can look at our past experiences with a silver lining attached to them, or try and find the positive and move forward, trying to bring a different energy and a different perspective to our past experiences, and look at them like they were a learning experience. They were something we had to go through in order to grow and evolve. Did that make sense?
That did make sense. Because
Yeah.
one way of changing the past is by rewiring our memories. And instead of looking at negatives in the past, try to find that silver lining, because what that does is it has an effect in our brain. We're able to change our memories. So why not use the memories to empower us rather than defeat us? And also the concept of not living by our experiences alone is because even though we may have experienced a million things, there were a quadrillion possibilities.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean that everything we've experienced is everything that we can ever experience, right? It's like being open to the fact that a reality that we can't even expect is totally possible for us. It's a belief that Sweet Yule can go to a golf course and you know what? She might get sponsored or meet someone who's a music person, and who knows what can happen.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And being open to that and living like in the present moment and taking advantage of everything right now rather than filtering everything through our past experience. Because when we filter things through our past experience, we're going to get a similar outcome in the present moment or the near future to whatever we did before. If we keep repeating the same pattern, right? So if we can learn from our patterns, rewire our memories to empower us, and then, I was just reading a comment. And then we can live in the present moment and be open to receiving. Because if we think we know all the answers, because if we're like 50 years old and we said, oh, I've experienced all this, so we use the old filter always, constantly, we're limiting what roads we can take.
Yeah. So, like, trying to think of a good example.
Here, think about that, Sweet Yule, for a sec. Jerry Moolman. Awesome name. Can't get over down for you. Absolutely love it. Appreciate that, fellow time traveler. Love it. And Billy Dewar says, yeah, Sweet Yule got it right. Ron Hoek says, you can't change memories. You adapt and change from what you learn from them. Yes, that's true. But Ren, you actually do change your memories, because memories are always changing. They like it's proven that your memories are not concrete. They're always adapting. Every time we think back at them, we're always altering every time we think back at them. So we might as well just alter them in the direction that we want. But that's pretty much what you're saying anyway,
Yeah.
Ren. So I appreciate the comment. We're getting deep here with time travel. But that's what time travel is. It's being able to rewire our memories and be open to the fact that really good stuff can come to us. All we have to do is put ourselves out there and not allow ourselves to be in our own way.
Well, yeah, exactly. And like we're basically magnets. So whatever vibe we're in, like if I'm in a scared vibe, I'm going to attract more things that will feed me that vibe. You know, if like you're constantly focusing on something bad that's going to happen, you're actually calling that in, you're attracting it. Whereas if you're like, okay, this was shit, this happened to me and it was shitty, but now I'm going to change my mind and say, okay, that was a lesson. I learned from it. And going forward, I'm not going to repeat the same thing. And I'm going to put myself in a place where I'm in a positive mindset. And so I can bring in better experiences.
Okay. I absolutely agree with that. That's exactly what we're saying. And it's about being open, because the vibe is everything. And it's what you believe. If you believe the vibe is not everything, then keep vibing on your vibe. I choose to believe that the vibe is everything.
Well, yeah.
Eula chooses to believe that the vibe is everything. And when you know that, and you look at yourself like a magnet, that you can put yourself in whatever feedback loop you want, all you have to do is vibe with what you want to be. Okay, I want to vibe with freedom. So in the present moment right now, I'm not going to think, fuck, I wish I had 30 million in my bank account. I'm going to say, you know what? I've got 30 million in my bank account. And like you have this feeling of a good vibe, which will attract you towards opportunities of a good vibe. But if you have this feeling of lack, then you don't want to go out for dinner, or you don't want to go see your friends because you feel like you're a loser. And then you feel like, I'll only go out when I have this. I'll only go out when I have that. But if you keep doing that, it's the perpetual carrot. You're on the treadmill and you're spinning your tires and you're never going to get there.
Because of limiting beliefs.
And I know, I have the proof. I've done it for 35 years.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think we all know this fundamentally, but we've been spinning our tires for some point of our lives. And then the moments in our lives when we grew, right? The moments in our lives when we had major change. And I'm sure everyone here has had moments of major change in their life. Look back at what caused that major change. It was probably being put against a wall. You had to make a scary decision. You had to take a leap in some way. But you will always survive, fellow time travelers. If you're here, you're alive. You didn't die, right? But those periods of tremendous growth come from having to be almost forced into it. You had to be totally present to survive.
Yes.
And we live in a very comfortable world. We live in a very comfortable place where we could just sit home, order Uber Eats, smoke weed, watch TV, jerk off all day. And like, honestly, the government would probably subsidize us. It's true. Like,
I know, you're not wrong.
That's like a tough component of this reality we live in. The people who have bombs dropping on them, they have no choice but to be present. They can't make simulations based on their past. They have to like run, do things, but by doing that, they're surviving. You know, they talk about the tribes who have problems. The North American view of native tribes across the world that have been not touched by technology. It's like, oh my God, I feel so bad for them. What are they doing? Well, they have no depression. You know, they don't. Why? Because they're live and they're surviving in the moment. So they're being present.
Yes.
We have to simulate presence instead of simulating possible scenarios that prevent us from doing anything. And when we do nothing, we feel like shit. And then we get depressed, and then we fucking eat and fuck around and eat French fries, the food of the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so Ren Hoek, nice to see you, my friend. What a name. What a name, Ren Hoek.
I know it.
And Ren Hoek says, that's how birds learn to fly. The mama bird boots them out of the nest, and they either fly or they don't.
Yeah. It's sink or swim.
Sink or swim. That's what it is, fellow time travelers. So who do we have? Kitten Gomes. Kitten Gomez or Kitten Gomes. Hello, guys. Hello, Kitten Gomes. Legendary name. Love it. Watching all the way from South Africa. That's Jerry Moolman. You know what? South Africa is like number 3, I believe, for my Spotify. You guys are doing an absolute epic job for MISCHO Music. The South African people, they get it. They get it. So I appreciate you guys.
Matt Gareth is also from South Africa.
That is wild. And Matt Gareth is also in the Discord, which is a lovely thing. A kind little reminder, fellow time travelers, that the Discord is always waiting for you to come hang out with the billions of time travelers. We're almost at 50. We're almost at 50, fellow time travelers. That's great. And we haven't even gotten started. We're still in the testing ground, figuring out what the hell we're doing here, fellow time travelers.
We're still in our infancy.
Still in our infancy. Like we're just learning to fly right now. So Bodan, Delaware. Hello from Ukraine. Love your music. You know what? Bodan, Delaware. Nice to see you. Hope you're safe. Hope you're living the dream in some way. And it's very funny that I've never heard a Ukrainian with the last name Delaware. That's very cool. The beauty of YouTube names. All right, so should we continue on time travel music or should we move to Dr. Algo?
It's up to you. You're the boss.
I'm the boss, huh? Okay, so maybe we listen to a little more of I Wanna Believe. And Ren Hoek is the co-writer of I Wanna Believe. So let's talk about that a little because this is music at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Beyond the infrared, the ultraviolet, I know.
And thank you, Bodan.
Not alone.
I know we're not alone.
We'll blast Metallica over Antarctica. I know we're not alone.
It's a great name, Bodan. So I wrote this song with Ren Hoek.
Let's find some UFOs. Let's drive to Mexico and leave this
Ren Hoek.
Ren
is
Hoek?
Mark, brother Mark,
Oh, shit.
not Mark Swiss.
Oh, fuck. Well, then look, we're all one. We are all
are.
one. We are all one. But Ren Hoek, fuck, I thought it was the other Mark. But thank you for joining us, Mark. That's Sweet Yule's brother, Mark. What a sweetheart.
Yes.
And Mark, or Ren, how do you like Sweet Yule's new swing, her new and improved swing? Okay, so hello from Hudson, Quebec. Let's travel the fourth dimension. That's how we do it, fellow time traveler. That's how we do it. I just watched a documentary about aliens. This song is really flirting or fitting with my vibes. Rabbi, you know what? So, since we know nothing, we don't know anything if there are UFOs or not. I want to believe, right? So I want to believe is from the X-Files old school saying I want to believe. In Fox Mulder's office, there's a huge I want to believe in there. UFOs, Antarctica, who knows what's under Antarctica? Some people believe there's a massive UFO under there. That's why all the governments travel there and like the average Joe can't go hang out there. I like to throw in my conspiracies and it's just about having a good time. You know, it's just about, oh, yo, Ren, what time you coming to the office later? Well, actually, I think Trin didn't catch up on the messages yet. He's going to figure out that Ren Hoek is actually Mark Corman, not Mark Swiss. But that's even better. That's even better. So yes, I love conspiracies. I love UFOs. So Tom DeLonge literally chose to leave Blink-182 to go look for UFOs. So he's my spirit animal. Tom DeLonge is definitely my spirit animal. Lockie, I figured it was your troll. That's a seventh dimension troll, Lockie. What a tune. What a tune. I'm into it. Okay, so my second monitor went out. That's fun. I need to change that. Okay, It's a Vibe. It's a Vibe is another song like that about vibing it up. Okay, so let's move to the next. Who is Dr. Algo? Back in 9th grade, my teacher used to say there's a portal in the sun all the time. Matt Gareth. I really like that concept. Was there, I'm going to do a quick Google right now. Remember that was that massive UFO sighting where all the kids at the school saw this massive UFO?
Yeah, I remember something about that. Also,
Was it South Africa?
I think so. That I have a feeling it was. Also, Rabbi said she's actually seen a UFO before, so she definitely believes.
Okay, so Rabbi, can you tell us about your UFO experience? Okay, it was Rua, Zimbabwe, and they all drew the same thing. They all said the same thing, and they saw UFOs. They saw aliens. And Ren, Aliens Exist by Blink is one of my favorite songs of all time. I absolutely fucking love it. I love that song. I love that whole album. But Aliens Exist was just like, he didn't even care. He didn't want to like dress it up as something else. It was just straight pipe. Aliens Exist. Actually, sailors always see UFOs like every week. I like to see what news network Rabbi's watching. I love it. I need it. Okay. So we're going to move on to the next one called Not Live Music. Who is Dr. Algo? Who is Dr. Algo? Okay. Let's see if we can do this.
I am Dr. Algo. Who am I? Actually, I need my fucking theme song. I will not speak without my theme song.
Okay, I'll do it.
Stop laughing, Sweet Jewel. Sweet Jewel, you must stop laughing.
Never.
This is my song. I am the creator of the algorithm. I am the controller of your matrix reality.
What does that mean, Algo?
Well, where do I get started? Where do I fucking get started? Yeah, I swear a lot. I swear a lot. Yeah, you wanna see what this looks like? Yeah, you wanna see what this looks like? This is how I get started. Yeah. Oh man, I can have a lot of fun with this.
Okay. What is Dr. Algo? Who is Dr. Algo? We're going to get into that. We have a bunch of questions coming in, so we're going to get to that too. Get to that first, and then we're going to go in. All right, Sweet Yule?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. SR Rapuso K. Good evening. A hug from all of Brazil. Wow, Brazil also major MISCHO fans. You know what? Brazil just has wonderful taste in music. Wonderful. Brazil, Turkey, Ukraine, Hudson, Quebec. You guys are the best. So from my experience, I was just sitting in my room. It was super late. I just couldn't sleep, like 3 a.m. 3 a.m., huh? And I heard a very strange noise. So I looked at the sky. First thought it was a plane, but it was very close to the ground, and we have no clue. We have no close airports to where I live. There's never planes close to the ground. It was very flat, very long. Had light all the way. Super big. I love those stories. I love it. And how did it feel, Rabbi? How did it feel? Ren says, sounds like a G.I. Joe villain. LOL. So Dr. Algo is a character I created who is a combination of the Illuminati, of Bill Gates, of what other villains are there, Sweet Yule? That like society likes to pretend are the
Like supervillains?
yeah, or the look. There's the Illuminati. There's the Freemasons. There's the cabal of elites. All those people. So Mark Zuckerberg, big tech, whatever it is. Dr. Algo is a goofy combination of all of those things, who preys on humanity and keeps humanity enslaved via algorithm, via making sure they get enough content, enough garbage, enough shit inputs to make sure that they stay enslaved and never leave where they have been for many moons.
Yeah, I think he's a supervillain that keeps people in the comfort prison.
Yes. Dr. Algo likes to say this line.
They traded freedom for convenience.
Like that movie Idiocracy, I think, does a really good job.
Exactly. And Dr. Algo, Idiocracy is an amazing movie, by the way. I love that movie. It's like 300 years in the future and only the dumb people reproduced and all the smart people decided to not have kids. So there's only morons in the future. And so Dr. Algo really is just the representation of our machine, because I feel we are the machine. Oh, look at Pisty just having a good time. That's our little
That's
Pisty.
what I'm watching. I'm like, she's hamming it up.
Yeah, a little sweet Pisty. So the machine is is us. We are the machine. And we run an algorithm. If Sweet Yule can choose, do I want to eat Cheetos my whole life or do I want to play golf my whole life? Because whatever we're putting in this machine, it's like it's downloaded to our subconscious mind, and then we get on this pattern where we repeat and repeat and repeat. So we have to choose. Dr. Algo is just the representation of vilifying our lower nature. And it's so easy to get caught in our thoughts. It's so easy to get caught in our comforts. But that's where Dr. Algo of the machine attempts to enslave us. But we, as the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers, all we have to do is be aware of how the algorithm works, because the machine is our reptilian brain. Reptilians is our reptilian brain. Shout out David Icke. And it's in us. But we can be more than that. The only problem with comfort and salaries and consistent payments of things is that it puts us in a world where we just got to show up to work. And the only fun we can really have is by spending money or getting high or ordering food or doing nonsense, because we're going against our human nature, which is to explore, to grow, to get out and prove ourselves every day. And the longer we've been in that loop of not achieving, the longer that we start to believe, like the limiting beliefs compound themselves the longer we go. But if we could just say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to go get some fresh air. I'm going to take some days to be fucking awesome and start to ignore my thoughts, then you start to open up your world, start to read something different. It's all about changing the inputs. When I stopped drinking and I stopped hanging out at the office every day and I started meditating, not long after I got a once in a lifetime offer to buy my business. If I didn't stop doing those things, if I didn't stop drinking, if I didn't stop being busy, then I would still be in that loop. The supply chain crisis would have hit me. COVID would have severely impacted my business. But I got out in 2019 because I made the decision, consciously and unconsciously, as I started to get healthier, I stopped wanting to hang out with my friends or my current routine. I started to see things differently. I couldn't even tolerate being at work anymore. So I started working from home, and that's when everything started changing. And then out of nowhere, we got a knock on the door that, hey, we're interested in buying your business. And I thought there was I literally thought that there was like a minimum decade to get out of like paying off loans. And I thought there was going to fucking be, I'd be 50 years old by the time I'd be out of this thing. And then boom, it came out of nowhere. And that's, to me, the 5D grid just connecting with my timeline and saying, yo, bro, you can get the fuck out of here ASAP. And that was a magical thing. And I was thinking about it yesterday at the coffee shop, or 2 days ago. You know, I went there, Eula, on Sunday, and I said, I want Sweet Yule to stay home. The guy asked me, where's Eula? I said, oh, I decided to go today because she woke up late. It was Sunday. And Grand Prix is on, and I don't want her to rush and not meditate in the morning. And he's like, you guys fucking meditate? And in my head, I was like, what practical example can I give this guy to show him like the positive outcomes of like spending time on myself before I do anything in the morning? And then I was thinking when I was walking home, fuck, two businesses sold within a year and a half of when I stopped fucking drinking, stopped jerking my gherkin till it fucking bled, and hanging out willy-nilly with people who were just not on the same vibe. I love those people. When I was in that vibe, the best people, but they're still the best people, but just not my vibe. And so like there's real talk here, you know? It's real shit. So it's like, I'm understanding how the machine works. I'm not going to explain it to everyone who listens to my music, but for you guys, the time travelers, I can go deeper. But I really feel like the vibe of the people who want to move and change, my music's going to hit them vibrationally. They don't even have to think about it. They don't even have to know what the fuck I'm talking about. They can think I'm crazy.
And most people will think you're crazy because their ego will not allow them to accept that information, because they're like, no, I'm fine doing what I'm doing. What you're doing is bullshit because that light threatens their darkness. And maybe they're not even aware of their darkness, but that's that's the prison of comfort and the prison of not deciding to be better and not growing.
That's perfectly stated, Sweet Yule. Because as you know, when you decided to change things, to change your habits and change your life,
Drastically, yeah.
and I did too. First of all, some people at work thought I was depressed. They thought I was crazy. They didn't understand what I was doing. And at those early days, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like angry with them. And there was a lot of anger at the beginning. At the beginning when I started to change my shit. And loneliness. Like I've always been proud of being a loner. So being alone to me, it was like, fuck it. I don't care about burning bridges. I don't give a shit. But most people are used to being around, especially if you're someone who, like Sweet Yule, for example, is a social butterfly.
Yes.
And so when you make those changes, it's very difficult for you to find community when you left your old community.
Yep.
And so where there's anger and resentment, I started to realize, hey, the more I started to understand the machine, the more I understood that those people, there's absolutely zero harm in them. They are like a bee that can sting you. But the bee doesn't sting you because it's evil. The bee stings you because it's a fucking bee.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what it does if you get too close to it and threaten it. So if you want to change your life and you say, you know what, I'm not going to have that shot. Or no, I'm not going to come out tonight. You're going to get that sting and saying, well, you're too good for us, you're too this, you're that. But if you can understand that they're just vibing differently, they're unaware of their thoughts or their motivations, we can have love and empathy for them, because just because they don't understand it doesn't mean they're bad people.
No, exactly. They're not bad people. And I think the more love and compassion we send to people, regardless of where they are on their journey, and know that what is meant for them is for them. And just because we're not in alignment anymore and our paths are splitting, doesn't mean we have to hate them or think badly about them. It's just we're dialed into two different frequencies. I'm going west and you're going east. And I love you, but not everybody is meant to come with us for our entire journey.
Everyone's on a different journey. Everyone has signed up for a different game. Maybe some people are fucking NPCs and they're just meant to repeat the program for the end of eternity. We don't know. All I know is what's in control of me. All I know is what I can do for myself. So all you can do is what's best for you, and hope that your vibes radiate with the people that connect with you, which they do and they will.
Yeah.
And not with the people who don't agree, who are not aware. Let them be, because they're going to be in the same place in 10 years. Like, it's been 10 years pretty much, and I can go back and I can see that they're still there, but that's okay. And that's how you can time travel once in a while. You go and visit, you remind yourself what you did, you have a good time, and that's it. So Ren says, Mike Judge is a genius. I totally agree. Every night since my brother got to town, we watch King of the Hill at dinner, and it's awesome. And the reason we put TV on at dinner is because my brother and I are both very intolerant of chewing. Chewing is just a bad vibe, the sound. So we have to make the music go up. So Matt Garrett says, for some reason, I imagine Dr. Algo looking similar to Dr. Doom. Well, he does look similar to Dr. Doom. Matt Garrett, check this out. This is Dr. Algo. He looks pretty close. He looks pretty damn close. Okay, back to the main scene here. So Ren says, a manifestation of self-turmoil and doubt, if you will. Yes, that's exactly what it is, and it's a loop. Like Mario, okay, it's just commenting. Yeah, good people at 4 a.m., at 7:30 a.m., 7:30, 8 a.m., not so much. Yes, exactly. But I would say that maybe the 4 a.m. crowd is maybe a little questionable too.
Nothing good happens after 10 p.m.
Yeah, I know that's
midnight.
my personal thing. I'm definitely not eating anything good or doing anything good after 10 p.m. I've been going to bed at 10 p.m. lately. Ren says, chewing, eh? You obviously haven't seen the Yule eat cereal. Well, she prepared me. She prepared me for it. And honestly, it's never been that bad. It's never been that bad. Maybe you've strategically, Sweet Yule, chosen to be further out, further away from me.
Absolutely, I have, because growing up, I had some adenoidal tissue that was behind my nose and in my throat. So everything I did, even my breathing was like everything was exaggerated and super loud. But once I had that surgery to remove that ball of tissue, everything got better. And yeah, but my brother growing up, he has the same thing as you and Andy. So like he's misophonia. So I would be eating cereal in the same room as him and his blood would be boiling because it was like the worst sound ever.
Fuck. I get it. It's brutal, but it hasn't been so bad. So Billy Dewar says, for some reason, I'm too tired today, so I won't be able to stay till the end. Thank you for the live and wisdom. Good luck and see you next Tuesday. Billy Dewar, nice to see you. Get your rest. Feel great tomorrow. You're going to be great. You're going to be awesome. All right. So
Yes.
Let's just see here. Just real quick, I'm going to turn this down. I get it. It's Sweet Yule. Okay, we got some viewers in here. I'm loving it. So we are going to get into the live music, I think. Or should we do a little more Dr. Algo? I think we went pretty deep on Dr. Algo. What do you think, Sweet Yule?
Yes.
But that's essentially what the vibe is. And I rather be a goofy Mike Judge type character. Mike Judge invented Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, a bunch of amazing stuff, Silicon Valley. So I would rather create characters like Dr. Algo and do all these things that are metaphors for my belief system and that I can have a fun, goofy show on and that subconsciously the viewers can absorb something. And that's what I feel like Power Rangers did growing up or Batman did growing up. It always it gave us some fun animations and fun storylines, but at the end of the day, it instilled some values in us. So that's just what I want to do. My music, I want to plant that seed, Trojan horse, good Trojan horse. And with my animations and the weird stuff, I don't even know where it's going, but it's going, fellow time travelers. Okay, so live music.
Live music.
Live music. What are we feeling, fellow time travelers? What kind of music do you want to hear? Did we get that guitar out or what?
Yes, you get the guitar out, and I'm gonna go feed Pistol because she's giving me trouble right now.
Okay.
I will be back, fellow time travelers.
All right, Sweet Yule. So I'll leave that there. Main scene. I'll change live music. Here we go. Oh, there's Sweet Yule. See, limit the switch is changing now. So what do we got here? What kind of tones? Where is, let's see here. Oh, that's not a nice sound. That is not a nice sound, fellow time travelers, but here we go. So what kind of songs do we want to hear? So Ren says, Mike Judge showed that not everyone knows is called The Good Family. It's hit or miss. All right, do you recommend it? Do you recommend or too much hit or miss? Where's Ulysses? Because we need to see that guitar. All right, so I did have some planned songs for today. So Matt Gareth asked, what amplifier do I use? I'm plugged straight into the computer, and I just use preset amps. I use I have a Volt 1 universal audio interface, and I just plug straight in and I choose my sounds. I'm always traveling, so it's very hard for me to bring amps around. And I have more control with the sound, with noise suppressors and all that stuff, so I don't need any pedals or any of that stuff. I could just choose my tones here. Like this is my machine tone. This is my Starlit Cavern sound. This is the one from What the Hell Am I Doing Here? This is also the tone I used in All That Time Away. So I'm just going to jam along with some of the songs because I haven't done that. Usually I'm just playing with the instrumentals, but fuck it, I can play along. I can play along with my own songs. What are you guys feeling? And thanks, Ren. You are the man. So let's go to MISCHO. Go straight from Spotify. What's a song that you guys would like to hear me jam along to, fellow time travelers? I wanted some time travel music today. Like, I Want to Believe It'll Work Out, Magic and Cool. Let's see. Photon Love. Looking back, all the songs are really about that. Goldfinger, Open Your Eyes. Well, I can't play over recorded info, like recorded songs, not info, because there's like copyright stuff. But I think it goes. All right. Open your eyes to the millions of lies that they tell you every day. Na 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 na. I don't even remember how it goes. I don't remember how the chorus goes, but that's the verse, right? So Photon Love. That sounds like shit. There we go. Okay, let's try out Photon Love. Let's see what this is all about. Photon Love, fellow time travelers, is a song about escaping the machine. Wow, did you do Mars Goodbye? I love that one. Thanks you, Matt Garrett. So we got Photon Love first. Maybe I'll sing along, maybe I won't. I'll just jam along as if.
Wait all day to talk all night. We got the best midnight delight. We say those things we like to hear. We send those pics to disappear. Photon love, it feels so good. I don't know you're the one. Oh, I don't know you're the one. We'll never see the face behind the glow. We'll never get to taste each other's glow. This photon love is real, like a dream. It's just a dream. A secret place that no one knows. Just you and me, anything goes. We make these plans to come alive. We both know that deep inside, this photon love is not for real. I don't know, are you the one? Oh, I don't know, are you the one? Oh, we'll never see the face behind the girl. Good night, Robin. We'll never get to taste RS each other's glow. This photon love is real, like a dream. It's just a dream.
I don't know how to play the bridge.
Sometimes things get heavy. I don't know you're the one. I don't know you're the one.
I don't know how to play it. I don't know.
I don't know you're the one.
Okay, not just us. This is a photon love. So we're all in it together.
We'll never see the face.
Sweet Eula, sing it.
Behind the glow, we'll never get to taste each other's glow. This photon love is real, like a dream. It's just a dream.
you the one, or I don't know. You the one, or I don't know. You the one. Ho.
Oh.
Ho. Okay, not that one. Photon Love. What's next? Do we say Mars Goodbye? Mars Goodbye. Off the Microchip EP, fellow time travelers, released October 2021. This song is literally also about escaping the machine. Here we go. I know that I'm the one who said he loves you. The truth is, I don't want nothing else. I hope that you remember the life we had together. The truth is, I don't want nothing else. Here we go. Goodbye. I know you saw it coming, the way you had me numbing, locked up on the dark side of the moon. But now see clearer, the souls are getting better. The truth is, I don't want nothing else. Sweet you. Some more deep lyrics right here. Suspended in space. I fucked that up pretty good.
Not gonna lie, I had a fucking blast. But I got what I needed. Now it's time to fly.
Montreal Goodbye, Trin. And yes, Photon Love I didn't like for a very long time. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm leaving for Mars tonight. I'll miss you when I take flight. That tone. Whoa, who's that guy? Hey, so you're singing along. So Trin earlier said, tell the time travelers how I like to play Photon Love or what I think about it. And for a while, Photon Love, I'm like, man, it's like minor sounding. It sounds so fucking sad and aggressive. But who knew? Who knew that people dig it? People dig that dang song.
It's a great song.
You know what? It's lyrically great. Chorus-wise, feels good. Production is awesome. So I'm into it. Wait all day to talk all night. We got the best midnight delight. We say those things we like to hear. We send those pics that disappear. 'Cause Photon Love is not never glow, never get to taste each other's flows. Photon love is real, like a dream. It's just a dream. That was pretty good.
That was really good.
Oh, thank you, Sweet Yule. You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart, Sweet Yule. Sweet Yule, you're a sweetheart. Where's the main scene? Where's the sweetheart live music? Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Matt. Matt, you're a champ. Where's Sweet Yule scene there? It's in there. I like that song too off that EP or LP from like last year.
Song 2.
Nuts. Is it Nuts?
I think it's Microchip.
Song 2 off that EP is Nuts. Mark knows because Nuts has 175,000 streams. So it's, how does it go that one? It has a cleaner tone. Actually, let's do it with the tune. Let's do it. This one goes out to Ren Hoek. Still don't know how to pronounce that. Why does this monitor keep going out? Sweet, you see this?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
It's fucking with me is what it's doing. If we're being quite frank over here. If we're being quite franky. Okay, Nuts. I gotta say what everybody says. I gotta go where everybody goes. Okay, well, he says it's not Nuts because Nuts is song 2.
I think he's talking about Microchip. Is it the one that goes do 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 do?
This one or Twilight Zone?
Maybe Twilight Zone. Oh, definitely.
Is it this one? I woke up today in a place that looks so much like yesterday, but there's something in the air. I can taste it in your hair. I don't even know how to play it. I wrote this song in like one session.
Watch, wave, wink with me.
All together.
Let's repeat. Watch, wave, wink with me. All together. Let's repeat.
I woke up today in a place that looks so much like yesterday, but there's something in the air. I can taste it in your
Yeah.
and I know this place is not like yesterday.
Okay.
Watch, wave, wink.
I think it's I have this USB plug that everything's connected to, like a USB extender, and it keeps dropping out. So that's why we're getting all fucked up here. But that's okay, fellow time travelers. You guys get it. You guys get it. So how do we close this one out, Eula? How do we close it out? It's been an hour and a half of gloriousness.
Yes.
We talked deep. We talked time travel. We talked the algorithm, human algorithm. We did some live music. We finish it off with cool or what?
We have a request for the show
The show.
from Matt Gareth.
So how should I do the show? Should I do it with the music, Sweet Yule?
Yeah.
The show is one of my favorites, and that's a great way to wrap it up.
Me too.
So this will be the last song, and then I'm going to eat like a beast because I am hungry, fellow time travelers. The show. Let me just turn that off. That's annoying. Show me show. I'm actually just like YouTubing my own stuff. Not YouTubing, but there we go. I got tickets to the show. Hey, maybe we should go. I can meet you after school or see you there, that's cool. I think you'll love the show. Hey, random, there you are. Hey, I'm standing at the back. Do you see me waving in the black? Would you like something to drink? Cherry Coke, what do you think? The show's about to start. I will wait for you, baby. And I will stay for you, baby. Hey, you haven't much yet. So far, it's been a filler set. I'm sure it won't be very long. We'll sing your favorite song together at the show. I will wait for you, baby. I will stay for you, baby. I will wait for you, baby. I will stay for you, baby. I don't know just where you went, but I made some other friends, and the show goes on, and we'll sing your favorite song. I don't know just where you went, but I made some other friends, and the show goes on, and we'll sing your favorite song. Damn! I love that song, fellow time travelers. That is the last track on the album called Year One.
Year One is one of my absolute favorite albums of all time.
Are you sure, Sweet Yule?
I'm sure.
Yeah? Okay, here we go. MISCHO Live, Eula scene. There's Eula. We'll go to the split screen. And fellow time travelers, we shall bid you adieu. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks everybody for being here.
It's been a lot of fun. You've all been lovely. Look at Pisty behind me.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see.
I don't know what she's actually chewing on a time travel pin.
Pisty, what are you doing over there, my little sweetheart?
She's just getting into trouble. She ate and now she wants to play.
Fun getting into trouble. Yeah, she's a little mischievous cat. Look at her there. She's so cute.
No.
So Robbie said, we talked UFOs. If anyone is interested, I can show some little videos on Discord. Sure, share those
Please
on
do.
Discord. And everyone's welcome to join the Discord. If you're not already joined, thank you. We love you so much.
Yes, we do love you. We really do.
You know what? You're great. This is a kooky, crazy, weird thing we're doing, but we're just nice people trying to do nice things. I like to make music. Sweet You likes to make music with me too.
Yeah.
She likes to sing along in the car. She likes to play golf.
I do.
And we just want to tell you that you can do anything you want to do.
Anything you want to do. When I was younger and like Michael Jordan, he's like, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. That's actually true. If there's something you want, know that you can absolutely achieve it if you put your mind to it. If you go after it with all your heart and soul.
Sweet Yule, I love that. And that's a great way to finish this. So fellow time travelers, have yourselves a great one.
Yes.
And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.